IronWolf. This account starts from nothing, and every upgrade is earned the hard way. Welcome to the pack. Welcome to Tutorial Island. We have just created a fresh account, and now we are going to start the grind. The goal is to make it from Tutorial Island to the mainland. From there, we will make it to a max account. Follow me as I go through this journey, going from 1 to max. But anyway, getting into the video, this is just a tutorial. This is just Tutorial Island. Simple basics of how the game works. I'm not going to bore you with the details, so I'm just going to speed up everything, and then I'll see you when I get to the mainland. Right, well, we have officially finished the Tutorial Island. We have just got to select our iron status. There are multiple options to pick from. You could choose to be a normal Ironman, hardcore Ironman, group Ironman, or a hardcore group Ironman. And now there is also a ultimate Ironman. The differences are an ultimate Ironman cannot use the Grand Exchange, the bank, or anything. They have to literally drop everything. A hardcore and an Ironman can't use the GE, but they can use a bank. An ultimate Ironman cannot. A group Ironman, they are, I believe, allowed the same rules as an Ironman / hardcore Ironman, but I think there's some stipulation about whether they're allowed to trade or not. I'm not 100% certain. But for this, I will be playing as a hardcore Ironman. So it means I will have one life to do this in. Once I officially die in an unsafe location, which basically means a non-instant, like for example the fight cave is instant, that is a safe area. If I die in the fight caves, I'm fine. If I die out in the wilderness, or I die to, I think, one of the goblins or something, I lose hardcore status instantly and get downgraded to a normal Ironman, which has the same requirements as a hardcore, except there's no life requirements. I believe you can earn an extra life once you hit a certain milestone, but don't quote me on that. We will learn as we progress. Now we have chosen the hardcore Ironman status, we can now proceed to the mainland. Now we must talk to the wizard, and he will tell us to use the home teleport. This will take a few seconds, and then we will be there. Right, well, now we have reached Lumbridge. The plan is just to raise some of my base levels. So right off the bat, I am going to claim some freebies from some of the trainers. In this instance, it will be the armor from the Ironman trainer, or guide, whatever you want to call him, and then I will proceed on to change to the classic layout because that is what I prefer, and then I will claim some extra items from some of the other trainers. But as you can see, there is two options at the top of that screen for 7 days warning and 90 days warning, or 60 days, whatever it says. I believe once you get 1,000 skill points, you may alter how long before you get downgraded, I believe, or that's when the warning is going to take effect. Right, so I've just claimed the sword and shield from the combat trainer. Well, the combat tutor, whatever you want to call him. And now it's time to go and raise some levels. So for now, I will remain quiet and speed you through this because it's just me slaying boring goblins until we get to the next clip. As you can see right here, I'm just checking the combat tasks, which are primarily a members, but they can also be free to play because there are certain mobs which are free to play slayable, like Orbo, or whatever you call him, basically the hill giant and the moss giant equivalent. They have a task where you can kill them in a free to play world, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm experiencing this for the first time, this will be the first and only time you can ever do those types of tasks. I don't know if there's any other bosses in the free-to-play world that can do the same thing, but I know a majority of them on the list are all members. Whether we change to being not just free-to-play or not is to be seen. Right, I'll be back when there's something more interesting. Time for a little bit of a deposit of what I've earned from the goblins and a bit of a bank tidy up. I'm just organising a few bits and pieces so we can find what we want later. I'm trying not to be too overly organised, but yet also not be too cluttered. I do apologise when the screen changed shape just then. As I mess with settings within the game, things will start to change. But yes. Anyway, back to more combat, and I will see you when I reach my next destination. Right, next destination acquired. We have reached Varrock, which is the next city after Lumbridge. The city after that will be Falador. They are the three main free-to-play cities that you will really be interacting with. As you can see, I nearly died to a rat. That is what can happen if you don't pay attention. Now right here I'm testing out the dummies to see if they do give XP, and they do, but they will only progress so far. So right now I'm just going to train on the dummies until I reach a set level, and then we will be back. Just a quick note here, when you're training on the dummies, it doesn't matter what combat style you pick. As you can see, I'm performing the same action constantly because it's only going to train attack. That's it. It will not train strength, it will not train defense. And obviously I'm preparing some food now because I want to get my cooking level up, and then we also are going to train more combat. So I'm going to need food and plus heal up from that rat that nearly killed me. Being prepared is going to be key to this playthrough. Now to organise a little bit of food and bank space for where my food, my fishing will go, and now off to do some wood cutting and some fire making practice. Obviously this is going to get extremely boring, so I'm just going to speed through it, and I will be back if there's anything else I need to add. As you can see, the interface itself looks a little bit different. That's because if you start a brand new account now, it has the new interface, but you can go into the settings and enable the classic, which has the paper-like effect that people will start to see after this episode. Right, so after a bit of wood cutting and fire making training, time to get a little bit more actual like combat experience. So we're going to finish off this episode with a few more strikes on the dummy, and then we shall wrap up. Right, well, anyway, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube, and I also am live on Twitch as well. Just search for the exact same name as this channel and you will find me there, mostly live on certain days. If you want to know what times and what days, it will be on the channel. Same with my upload schedule for videos on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.